Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake It's Me, and today is the Saturday check-in. It is Saturday, May 3rd, 2025. And if you haven't done so, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to podcast.hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the podcast that is updated every Thursday. Then head on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to check out the blog. Make sure you follow me on all the different social medias. And then check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, how the hell are y'all? This is my second attempt at making this video this morning. So that's already put me in a wonderful mood, but oh well. I wouldn't even be awake right now had my insulin pump not like gone off like the banshee that it pretends to be. Sometime in the early morning hours, it started like making this alarm sound, and there's no like stopping it. It just says like, and it does it like every minute and a half, something like that. So I got up, dragged myself out here, got all hooked up and everything, and now I am doing my video. So hello and good morning to you, or good afternoon, good evening, good day, whatever. So yeah, over the last couple of weeks, I have had a lot of depression and a lot of up and downs in my life, and some pretty big disappointments and some very large, just like, what the fuck kind of moments, Um, and it really started like around March 12th. Because I think that's the time that I went down to go see my biological mom for the last time. And then she passed away on March 20th. And it's just been a roller coaster ever since. Learning more about my recent mental health diagnosis, trying to figure out the ins and outs of that, and trying to understand and get used to using the lingo associated with that diagnosis. So for those of you who may have missed those videos or whatever, where I talked about the new diagnoses that I have, the latest one is that I have what is called DID, or dissociative identity disorder, formerly known as multiple personality disorder. And there's a whole universe of information, terminology, lingo. Well, I guess terminology and lingo are one and the same. And anyways, it's just basically, it's something that is created during traumatic events in your life, and um, so I'm learning about that, learning how to like talk to others about that, because I don't have all the vocabulary, and I'm trying not to really look into the caveats of what this all entails, because I don't want that intellectual like personality to latch hold of it, do a very deep rabbit dive into like our rabbit dive, doing that deep dive and going down that rabbit hole, um, and then thinking that I know better than my prescribing person. And um, that's just, it's not okay. So I've been very selective on how I research things, and going from are going through all of that. So there's that. But within the last 3 or 4 days, I I've had a lot of just like in your face type of signs from the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, just like, this is what you need to hear, this is what you need to see, this is what you need to do. And it's like, okay, I understand. I know that this is what you want me to do, what I need to do. Okay, we got that established. So moving forward, like, what's the next step? Like, you can tell me what I need to do, but I need to see the pathway so I know to walk it. Um, so that's been very helpful, and has helped me to like kind of reshift my focus and go into like analytical mode. Okay, this happened, this happened, but because of these things, this and this happened. And what, just like making those connections, like connecting the dots or whatever. So that's what has been happening the last uh, week and a half, 2 weeks of my life. And going through the depression and the upset. And I don't know that it was really depression either. I mean, it could have been partial depression, but a good majority of it was just disappointment. And learning how to identify feelings and what they are, versus just automatically saying, oh, this is depression or whatever else. And also having this internal family structure, um, and different personalities for those voices or whatever. Um, Learning, okay, well, when something like, I'll use this as an example. When I make plans and I'm looking forward to something, and it doesn't matter what the reason is, if those plans get changed or canceled, that activates that childhood trauma of being lied to, and of like having your hopes and dreams just kind of shattered. And I don't care if it's something as stupidly simple as going out for a cup of coffee, or going to a yard sale, or just like sitting out in the front yard and just talking. If it's something that I've built myself up for, that I have like prepared myself mentally for and am looking forward to it, and it doesn't happen, that causes this spiraling like hurt and this spiraling depression and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, who who in the system got hurt? And a lot of times it just stems back to the disappointments of being a child. Like, oh, yeah, you know, there was inconsistencies in my childhood. My parents would tell me, "Oh, we're going to go, say, to Disneyland," and be like, "Yeah, Disneyland! Whoa, yeah, Disneyland, Disneyland!" And then no Disneyland. Oh, we had this extra bill come up or whatever else. Like, the reason for cancellation does not cancel out the disappointment, the hurt, and the heartbreak. And a lot of people are probably going to say, well, that's really childish of you. Well, that's the child in me holding on to those broken promises from people that I loved, people that I respected, so on and so forth. So it is very difficult to circumnavigate and attach these different like thoughts and feelings to like deeper, unhealed, unresolved, traumatic wounds that have happened in my life. So, um, yeah, just like, I always tell people that when you stop and you listen to the world around you, you're going to find the answers that you need. And I found the answers that I needed. Um, it was, I was in my feelings, and I happened to come across this amazing uh, YouTuber, TikTok person on Facebook called Lady Speech. And she was just talking to my soul. Like, this woman read me for filth and put me back up on the shelf. And it was just like, God damn. And she wasn't talking directly to me, but her words impacted me like she was talking directly to me. And that's what I tell people. Like, when you're looking for answers, it's not always going to be this huge billboard on the side of the road saying, "Hey, Michael, look over here. This is where all your answers are." It's going to come in the form of like overhearing a conversation. You're going to um, hear a song lyric that hits differently. And it could be a song that you've heard a million times before, but that lyric is going to be the message that you needed to hear because it hits you differently at that time. Or it could be, any number of things. Like, say, you were needing your grandmother's advice or something like that. And you're just like, God damn, I wish my grandma was here so I could talk to her about XYZ, or wish my dad, my mom, my brother, my whoever was here right now just so that I could talk to them. And then you hear a song that reminds you of them, you smell their perfume or their cologne, or a smell that is somehow triggering and connects you to that person. That's in my own personal uh ide- ideology, or I don't want to say belief, but in my own personal spirituality, whatever you want to call it, that is a sign to me that that person is here with me, and that I might not be able to physically see them, but I can feel the energy of them being there. So It's just one of those kind of weird things for me, but it brings me peace, it brings me comfort, and it helps me in my times of need and whatever else. So that's what's been happening to me the last couple of days. And one of the biggest ones is that just because someone is broken and they come into your life does not mean that they are there for you to fix them. It is usually, it can be like the universe saying, look, this is who you could have been had you not done the work, had you not done the healing, had you not grown. Because I had somebody who recently came into my life and is gone just as quickly as they came in, that I recognized all of these red flags. I recognized all of the pain, suffering, the mental anguish. I recognized all of these things in this person because I was that person 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. I know that person. I know where they're at. I know their thought process. And it's like, I want to help you. My love language is let me fix it. Um, and, do I have the ability to fix other people? No, but I can empathize with them and I can tell them, well, when I went through XYZ, this is what I did and this is how I was able to help myself. Maybe the same kind of circumstances will work out for them or whatever else. But, just that speech from Lady Ray, or not Lady Ray, Lady Speech, um, really kind of just hit me across the face. Like, don't try to fix other people because you yourself are healing. You are not healed. And even when you think that you are healed, you are still going to be showed that you need to heal. And I'm like, ooh, okay, 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 got it, got it. We good on this, bro. Um, so yeah, just listen to your intuition when it comes to people and make sure that it's not coming from a place of hate, that it's not coming from a place of hurt, and that it's not coming from a place of just ignorance and intolerance. Like, every single person I meet across the board, I don't care if they have fucked over 999 people, I'm going to be the one person that gives that person a chance because they have yet to act that way toward me. And does that get me in trouble? Sometimes it does, but again, that's the whole caregiver, let me fix it person inside of me. So whatever. I feel like I'm starting to ramble. So sorry, guys, if I am rambling and that I'm not making coherent sense. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. Um, Remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. And I will talk to you again on Wednesday. Bye, guys. Boop.